Έρχουν από τον πάγο από ψηλά. Βαδίζουνε προς την καρδιά της πόλης. Εκεί θα συναντήσουνε τους εισβολείς και θα βάφουνε την πόλη με το αίμα των ερετικών. Τώρα, φύγε! Οι υπερασπιστές αυτής της πόλης αλλά και της φυγής. Όποιος είναι ευλογητές, έρχομαι! Οι νέοι κυνήγοι είναι ο άξονας του κόσμου. Τα πάντα περιστρέφονται γύρω από αυτοί. Εμείς είμαστε πήγοι αέρκες ρολοί.
So many of them.
Και την προστατεύουμε για 10.000 ακόμη χρόνια. Εγκαταλείψαμε την παλιά μας ζωή για να σταθούμε φρουροί κατά των εχθρών της πηγής μέχρι να σβήσει ο ήλιος. Μετατραπήκαμε σε όπλα, τα οποία χειρίζεται ο δημιουργός. Θα βαδίσουμε τον άνθρωπο στους εχθρούς μας. Ο εχθρός! Konstantin! Πρέφαλος! Σφολάς! Εκεί είναι! Σκοτώστε την! Επίθεση! Προσοχή!
Trinity has twice before sent great men seeking the Prophet's path, and twice before they have vanished. He carried the divine source out of the Empire, but it was not his to take. That blasphemy taints everything while his descendants still live. So Trinity must try again. I have done ungodly things, committed terrible sins against the innocent, just to reach this place. To retrieve the divine source. I know God will forgive for what I do. I do for the greater good. Now the end is in sight. I need only survive this final battle, and Trinity's work will be done.
This is, particularly odd. Has elements of Scythian design, but it looks like a... No, not possible.
Lara! They're going to break through the ice any minute.
Do you think you can stop them?
The best we can do is buy you some time. I'll see you on the other side.
The Chamber of Souls. The Divine Source has to be there. Looks like the way into the city center is through that gate.
I have failed. There will be no pardon for my sins. I have drenched my hands in blood in pursuit of the Prophet, and now there is nothing left. As the attack became a siege, the Prophet's people did the unthinkable. They turned their weapons against the Glaciers and buried their own city. Mongol and the Prophet's people alike were crushed in the ice. The Khan and his warrior horde are dead. The people of Kitezh are broken and scattered. I alone survive in the frozen heart of the city, and my only companions are the deathless army of the Prophet, their eyes aflame with unholy light. Even now, they hunt the ruins for survivors.
I don't know what I expected an immortal being to be like, but Jacob seems so human. The things he must have seen over the years, all that experience and knowledge, it's difficult to fathom. And yet, he lied to his own people for generations, all for the sake of this secret. What wonders will be unlocked with the Divine Source? Will humans finally understand the true nature of the soul? Or will it unlock some extraordinary new scientific discovery? One thing is certain. It's too important to allow Trinity to control. Are patrolling the streets. Got to stay out of sight. Incredible. The style looks ancient, but it depicts a train. The coming of the Soviets.
At last, I killed one of the Deathless soldiers. I tracked him through the day until he was alone. He seemed to sense me before I struck, as if he knew the sound of my bowstring. He was strong, but I am clever and I have faith. My arrows pierced his flesh, but he fought on until I placed a shot between his eyes. Even then, he managed to wound me before I caved in his skull. His body caught fire and fell into ash before my eyes. It has been hours since he died, but his ashes still smolder, hissing and popping in the darkness. I do not believe this is his end. The source has a great and terrible sway over those it touches. I must know what happens next.
These are spurs from Mongol horsemen. They're far more decorative and lavish than I'd expect. But they're still well used. Whoever owned them was wealthy, but they rode with the army. They're stables. Nothing but bones, picked clean. A woman's necklace, made of Baltic amber. Incredible craftsmanship. It must have belonged to a noblewoman.
Εκείνη! Σάμπρα!
I have made myself a refuge in this frozen hell, in the base of a crumbling tower. I have laid away food and weapons enough to defend myself. But I am the last survivor. By day I watch the Deathless army, learn the paths they take. They follow the same patterns day in and day out, like men trapped in a dream. They are fierce, but they are hollow. Whatever made them men is long gone, replaced instead by a soul of cold iron. I must be careful, but I must know more about them. If this is what the Source can do in the hands of a heretic, think of what it could do in the hands of the righteous.
An ancient carving of a pagan god. Perhaps a fertility idol. It's thousands of years old. There's a piece of flint in the pouch. It's a striker to start a fire. Each Mongol soldier had to be self-sufficient.
God is testing me. I've scavenged weapons and tools enough to survive. The Khan once demanded I learn to draw a bow and fight like one of his soldiers, and I am grateful for that. He gave me his own arrows, made for punching holes in armor. The ice around me provides all I need to drink, but it runs red with blood. The Prophet's army now patrols a dead city. These are not the soldiers who first met us at the city gates. They've been changed somehow. Among them, I can see a man that I myself killed in the battle. The old legends say that those who looked upon the divine source relinquished their very souls to it, attaining immortality. If this is true, I will surely perish here, buried with the secret I was sent to find.